we need to see Africa as an opportunity rather than as an obligation. I think there's very often a perception lag in international affairs. If you're my sort of age, you'll have grown up with images of Africa on the news, always either a civil war or an appeal. We on some deep level, we think of, children with swollen bellies and flies crawling across them. Africa's growth rate this century has outstripped almost every other continent. And the figures that we heard from Lord Bruce and from my noble friend Lord Popat are all the more extraordinary when we think of the two-way links between this country and that vast and beautiful continent. And this is the question of Moroccan tomatoes.
Here, here.
Right? And it may seem trivial, but for precisely that reason, it stands for a great deal of our attitude. So a little bit of context. This country imports 80% of its tomatoes, and our single biggest supplier is the Kingdom of Morocco. When we left the European Union, we inherited a tariff and quota regime that had been designed to protect largely Spanish, but also to a degree Italian, Portuguese and French tomato growers from international competition. Now, even from a protectionist point of view, who do we think we're protecting in this country? Yes, we do have a short tomato season here. The Isle of Wight used to be in my constituency when I was a Euro MP. It runs roughly from June to September, and even then we still have to import. The Moroccan growing season runs from October to April. Do you know, I'll admit now that we would sometimes prearrange it. I'd say, do you mind if I ask you about the Moroccan tomato? He'd say, yes, please do, because I want to get it in Hansard. My officials keep telling me that they're on the point of removing this ridiculous measure. Why are we imposing tariffs and quotas when we had a shortage last year in this country of tomatoes?